beginning of Watchman Trail, which we hear is a very scenic hike.
And it's probably gonna take an hour, then we're gonna be going on a bike trail.
Right, so the top of Watchman's, what is this, Watchman's Trail?
At Zion. So we drove around for a little bit and then we are on a 3-mile hike. It's awesome. I thought the hike was perfect. There was fun rocks to climb over for the kids.
We've always thought, and we've heard other people say this too, that Zion is way more stunning than the Grand Canyon. And this view, I think, proves it. I just feel like at the Grand Canyon, it feels so far away that it's hard to enjoy it. But here, it's like you're, I guess it'd be like probably comparable to being in the base of the Grand Canyon. Like you can look up and see these massive walls of rock.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Kids have done awesome.
I'm so proud of them. I mean, the weather's nice, it's 75, but full sun. And we have Tic Tacs, and they've been crushing the Tic Tacs as it ever
Fell off the shelf as I was checking out, landed with the groceries. That's my theory, because when I got to the car, I thought, where did these Tic Tacs come from?
But these Tic Tacs are saving our butt.
It's
because
awesome.
They're the best parenting technique I think that we've had all trip. Is the Tic Tacs.
Day 2 in Utah. We are off to do some sand boarding, sand sledding. You guys excited? Coral sand dunes. This place is absolutely amazing. It's just like otherworldly. The sand is so crazy, it's soft, it's pink, it's so weird. So I think the consensus is that snowboarding and snow sledding is way superior to sandboarding and sand sledding. Yes?
This is a good 1-hour activity.
Yeah.
Good.
Totally.
Not
1
like
hour.
an all day.
Yep. Which was our plan. So
we get to find something else.
We're making adjustments. I've never been more excited to wash the car. Amy's trying to take this from me because the kids are in the car and they're all screaming. But I'm doing this. And check out this awesomeness. She won. She always wins. For the past year, Amy has worked really hard at getting her company to a place where she could work remotely. And that included hiring some folks in order to help carry some of the weight of the work and automating some things using some different databases so that all the work wasn't just happening inside of her head. So all that to say, right now she is catching up on some emails, and we just discovered that the pool is open.
Hot tub. There's also a hot tub here.
Fire Pass to Buckskin Gulch.
We are off. 3 miles round trip, right?
Yep.
And the kids actually really like hiking. It's kind of strange, but it's cute.
This is the Moki Cave, and we're trying to beat the sunset after a just okay dining experience. Our first real restaurant since the coronavirus. Amy just got stuck on that rock right there. It's pretty exciting.
I feel like I need to speak for myself. That was so scary. I've never felt that, like when you look down and you don't know how to move.
You did pretty good. We got you down. You're good.
Did you
Solid
think you were
ground,
actually?
Look, our feet are on the ground. See
Did
'em?
you actually think I'd make it down?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were just trying to calm me
No,
down.
it wasn't that scary.
My
from
heart
my
is
perspective.
still beating.
We got this. We'll find a spot.
Scary. These guys climb up the mountain and it's a very, very slippery one.
This might be a good kissing spot, Amy.
Yeah, I'll take a picture. I'll take a picture.
Good morning.
All right, here we go. The bikes are on. PSI is up to speed.
Kids did their whole 2 hours of arguing this morning. So it's about 10 a.m. I can't believe how long it takes to get 5 people out the door for hiking. But here we are.
Today we're off to Bryce Canyon. We're gonna do some hiking and some biking. We're about to get on the Rim Trail at Bryce Canyon. You guys excited?
Yeah!
8,000 feet. It's a little bit chilly here. All right, let's check this place out. This is called the Queen's Garden Loop, and it is unbelievable. Driving up to Bryce, it was kind of like, you know, a couple miles away. It's like, well, where is it? I can't see anything. But you come up over this ridge, and it's just incredible. Do you think they're having fun?
The kids? Yeah. I think they're actually way happier than I thought they'd be.
Really?
Yeah, you don't?
I'm just surprised to hear you say that.
I thought
Yeah.
they were gonna hate them.
They're doing pretty good. They're like walking together and giggling and pointing things out.
Yeah,
Are you having fun?
I think.
Do you like working on the road?
Do I like working on the road? It hasn't been as hard as I was anticipating,
Yeah,
so
okay.
it's not too bad.
That's good. Amy just haphazardly signed us up for a new family commitment, and it's every national park by the time Miko is how old?
15.
15. So that's basically 5 years to hit 63.
But we've already hit
63?
a bike.
So we're at up to 4 out of 62, 63.
Oh, look at the pretty view.
Complete. That took us about 2 hours, actually on the dot. And it was 3.5 miles with lots of vertical change. and it was super fun and crazy beautiful, and going clockwise around that loop I think was definitely the way to go. Rice Canyon done. We had a great hike and great bike ride. Now it's time to go home and grill some Memorial Day barbecue chicken and go to the pool. We're gonna do a short hike called Cascade Falls. Apparently there's a nearby lake and the water leaves that lake through a hole in the middle and it reappears and forms these series of waterfalls. So we're gonna go check that out. Cascade Falls, what's the verdict?
The hike there is prettier than when you're actually there.
That's true.
Like, I think it's so cool that you're like by the trees, but you're also by like, what are those things called?
I don't know.
By Bryce?
Red
Red
rocks.
Canyon, but the hoodoos, is that it?
Something like
I don't
that.
know.
But yeah, you're right. The hike there was super pretty. Looking over forests, looking at red rocks.
Super
Amazing.
kid friendly. I could see this area being really fun to stay in if you have an ATV. There's like some really cool cabins on the drive-in.
Yeah.
It just seems like a fun area.
Duck Creek Village. Off to Zion for day 2.
I think this is my favorite park.
Yeah,
I love
for sure.
it.
The goal is to hike the Narrows. They say the water is easy when it's below 50 CFM,
Which
hard
is not today.
above 100 CFM. Today it's like 80 something. Incredible! Mr. Ranger Man says the water's up to here, which
For
is
a
taller
full-grown
than
man.
some of our kids. So,
He said, don't do it, don't do it. He yelled at me for even having the thought of doing it today.
So also the parking lot was closed, so we had to bike from the visitor center. No big deal. It's 9 miles to where the Narrows hike begins.
Yeah.
Which round trip, that'll be the longest bike ride that as a family we've all biked individually, independently.
And to add to that, the high today is 95.
It's a little warm.
Why does the mommy call his monster ugly?
Why?
Because monsters are ugly.
We did it.
8 miles?
Halfway there. Halfway to home. I'm going in the water, are you? Slight change of plans. We determined that all of the rangers here are super cautious and paranoid about being sued, and there are a bunch of kids that are doing the Narrows. So unfortunately this one is freaking out about the temperature of the water. It really is cold, but you'll get used to it. And so Amy is the mule carrying all the bags, and I'm the mule carrying the child. This is incredible. Is it warm?
Yes, whenever you go in the sandland is when you get to the end and you have to go back in the water, it gets much warmer. I think it's
The water's like 50 degrees.
I think it's warm.
High five, high five, high five. All right, give me high fives, high fives. Give me high fives, mommy dear. How about a high five? That was incredible.
19
You
miles.
guys crushed it. That was 9 miles there on a bike. it was another mile hike to the trailhead. We probably went, I don't know, a half mile in the water.
Which
And
felt
then
more like 3.
That took 3 hours. So then we turned around, half mile in the water, mile hike, 9 miles on the bike. We started at 10:15. It is now 4:20.
That was
You guys
awesome.
crushed
21
it.
miles.
The name of this week is Change of Plans. We were coming to a marina that told us they had boats available to rent, and it turns out they didn't. But we found somebody nearby that had jet skis, but we had to tow it ourselves. So now we're back to towing. We're just about to back into the water.
I know how to back it up. I don't know how to pull out of water. So we might go for a little swim today.
This is the fun part. Amy's parking the SUV while I'm trying to wrangle 2 jet skis. And Miko's actually crushing it. Meanwhile, Aviva's getting crushed.
And I'm just riding on this. Just going up and down. Whee! Just
This is so much more fun than renting like a power boat. I mean, having an inner tube to pull behind would be really cool, but this is super fun. The kids can jump right in. It's super flexible. We can get really close to the edge. I love it.
Day 14, day 15. We are leaving Kadab.
That was our first solid week or 9 days in southern Utah, and we got to see all the sights. We were in a small town, and I'm kind of excited that, and it was a small town, but we could still get to a grocery store in 5 minutes and order takeout. But where we're going, the nearest grocery store is like 30 minutes away. So this is really in the middle of nowhere.
Can't forget anything, babe.
I'm excited to do some stargazing tonight. Top moments from this past week. We didn't talk about this beforehand, so we're going to see what they were.
See what they were.
Okay, number 1.
Absolute best, probably best favorite day of maybe my life so far was yesterday at Lake Powell.
Yep.
We went in to run a speedboat. They handed us jet skis. It was so fun. And
for me, it was riding on the jet ski with Aviva, and her line was, "Let's go 50, let's go 50," when she realized that 49 miles per hour was as fast as we could go in the jet ski. She just kept saying, "Let's go 50, I want to go 50.
You guys were adorable because you just looked like the cutest daddy-daughter pair. She had her little pink life jacket, her little blonde hair waving in the wind, and she was just biggest smile.
Oh, it was so fun.
It was adorable watching you guys.
Everything about yesterday went not according to plan.
And it was better.
Perfect.
It was so great. I just loved it. I don't know. I think it was so fun to see our different kids' personalities. I just feel like I learned a lot about them yesterday. Nava she didn't want to go faster than 8 miles per hour initially, and we were like, Nava, you bike faster than this. It's okay.
Miko just wanted to jump off and climb on the rocks.
And he wanted to just swim around in the water. And it was just fun, we switched kids around a little bit during the day, and it was fun to see their different personalities on our backs and hear the different things they said. Nava was just like, Mommy, I don't want this to end. Thank you so much. This was so fun. Number 2, okay, Zion, I just adore Zion.
That was my number 2 for sure. But
amazing.
Specifically,
the Narrows.
The Narrows.
And not because actually doing it was super fun. I think it's because it was so challenging.
Yeah.
Our whole day was challenging.
Also a day that did not go according to plan at all.
Not at all.
The plan changed in significant ways, at least twice.
I don't think I ever enjoyed seeing their energy, being put to good use as it was at Zion.
Yeah.
Like they biked hard, they swam hard, they hiked hard.
It was a 9-mile bike ride, a 1-mile hike, and then however far we went up the actual narrows in the water, which wasn't far, but it was hard.
It was hard. Like the water was flowing fast, and it's aggressive.
And that was 3 hours, and then we stopped, turned around, and did it all in reverse.
And it was
6-hour day.
100 degrees outside.
Yeah,
And then they came home, and without even eating dinner, they went and swam in the pool.
that's right.
It's so fun to see like what they're capable of doing.
Okay, so top moment 1 and 2 were obvious. Let's see if our
Yeah.
number 3 is the same.
Oh, was I supposed to come up with 3?
Yeah.
Okay, you go first.
Oh, it was the hike at Bryce Canyon, for sure.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. I thought it was hard work. It felt like at the end, like we accomplished something. I mean, I don't know. I'd probably tie that with the wire pass to Buckskin Gulch. Is
Yeah,
that what it's
I think
called?
I would do that. I would definitely do that wire pass to Buckskin Gulch 3rd, without a doubt.
Okay.
Because I think it was like the day that we really saw our kids have fun hiking. I think it was an area that you can't get to without hiking there. Like Bryce, you walk up to the canyon, it's
That's true.
amazing. The view doesn't change that much during the hike. But that narrow slots, like you gotta work to get there.
That's right. That was like a 7-mile drive down a bumpy dirt road that it said impassable when wet.
Yes, and we had to sign in with
That's
an
right.
emergency contact number. Like, I think all of that felt like a little bit adventurous. Like, I think at Bryce, you felt like, well, if we get lost in here, someone's gonna find us in 2 minutes. Like, there's so many people around. But that canyon slot was just crazy.
Yeah.
And I think to see our kids choosing to take like the hard way on the path because it's fun for them to climb rocks was awesome.
Yeah. So you'd put 3. Would you say 4 would be Bryce?
Maybe. I liked that other, like, that quick night hike that we did up to the caves.
Oh yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, what I liked about that is the kids loved it.
Yeah.
And, like, to see them so happy and excited is, like, totally worth it to me.
The ability to just get out of your car and start climbing up a rock, I think is what makes this so cool. Like there was this part of me that really wanted the Narrows hike to fall through so that Nico and I could climb the checkerboard mesa.
Thank goodness.
Because it was just so, like, I just have so much fun just running up that rock. And for the 5 minutes that we did do that, it was super fun.
It's fun. Yeah. We're not usually the kind of people that would like to go back and do the same things again and again, but I feel like we haven't explored enough of Southern Utah.
Yeah. So I feel like we're beginning the 3rd leg of our trip right now. The first being the long drive with some stops along the way. The second being Southern Utah. Now we're hitting up sort of mid-Utah and northern Utah, and it'll be interesting to see. Even just to Bryce, like the scenery changes so significantly. There are trees. So we'll see. We'll see what fun there is to find up ahead.
Sounds good. I can't wait. I love Utah. I'm ready to move here.
Yeah, for sure.